You see the title. You already know what we're going to talk about today. You already know. I don't even got to say it. You see the title. 300 to freedom. 300 to freedom. So, we're going to talk about something a little different in this video. We're going to get off of the money topic for a little bit. We're going to get off of the music topic for a little bit in this video and talk about some real shit. You know what I mean? Some real shit that's been going on in the world. So, when I say I don't believe in voting for the presidential candidates, a lot of people look at me crazy. They look at me funny. They don't understand why I say that. Why would you say you're not gonna vote? Why wouldn't you vote? You know, people say shit like that. But when I look at shit like this is the reason why. This is one of the reasons why. So in the last 2 years, Congress and the Biden administration has sent upwards of like $150 billion to Ukraine. I want you to think about that for a second. $150 billion with a B, not with a M, with a B. $150 billion. Now, I don't know if you know, but the population of America is 342 million people in the whole entire United States. In the United States of America, there's about 342 million people. So in the last 2 years, if they sent $150 billion plus to Ukraine, that means that they could have gave every single person in America. I want you to really fathom this idea real quick. The American government could have gave every single person in the United States of America $4 million, and it still wouldn't have equated every last person, 342 million people in the United States. And the government could have gave $4 million to every last person in the United States, and it still wouldn't have equated to the $150 billion that they sent to Ukraine. Isn't it that's fucking insane? I'm talking about men, women, and children. They could have gave $4 million to every person in the United States of America. Literally, that alone could have solved all the poverty issues in the United States of America. That alone could have got rid of homelessness. That amount of money alone could have got rid of struggling. That amount of money alone literally could have revived the poverty and get rid of the homeless situation in literally multiple countries in the world. Let alone, not even just talking about America, not even just talking about the United States. So when you think about that, you got to ask yourself, like, how is the Govy really for the people? How is the Govy really for the people? You gotta ask yourself these types of questions when you see things like this being signed off. Now, of course, I know they said it was for, most of the money was for military assistance to back up Ukraine to defend against Russia. I know they said it was to help aid and send military equipment, and you know, also some of that money went to other countries that were allies. And I know they say all of that, but damn, motherfucker, over $150 billion, and you giving money to the Ukrainians who are in the United States of America as well. So you telling me in your own very backyard in the US, you don't have poverty? You telling me in your own very backyard in the US, you don't have homelessness? You telling me in your own backyard, you don't have domestic issues that need to be corrected, especially economic and financial? You over there divvying up $150 billion to this other country? It makes you scratch your head when you see stuff like that, because literally you got to understand, like, that alone could have solved homelessness in an entire nation of the United States. And then people want to wonder why I don't vote for the presidential election. Well, at least not anymore. At least not anymore, because at the end of the day, when you see moves being made, to help people outside of your country, when you see the very problems and issues that's hurting your country within, but yet your country is looking to aid another country and to a exponential level, it makes you wonder. It makes you wonder what's really going on. Is the Govy really for the people? Are they really for the people at the end of the day? Are they really for the people? You know, it's something to think about. You know, it's something to really think about. And I know this has been going on for a while. This is not like extremely new news. I know that this has been going on, but when you sit and you really think about it, you got to digest this information. You know, drop a comment below. Let me know. I want to hear your thoughts on this situation. Do you feel like it's a little outrageous for the U.S. to send that much money to an outside country when we have the problems that we have here on a financial level? What do you think? What are your thoughts on that? Drop a comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and all that good shit. I would really appreciate that. And make sure to give a thumbs up if you feel my perspective and where I'm coming from in this video. But for real, like $150+ billion in the last 2 years. I don't even give a fuck if it was lower than that. It might be $120 billion. It might be a little more than that. Whatever it is, right? I don't know the exact number, but I know it's for a fact it's over $100 billion was sent to Ukraine in the last 2 years. That amount of money could have literally solved poverty in the whole entire U.S. There should be no homeless people in the U.S. with that kind of money. Now, if they just gave that amount of money to Ukraine off of the backs of the United States of American people, if they got that money off of the backs of the American people and gave it to Ukraine, that's kind of fucked up when you look at it from that perspective, right? If they basically took a large portion of tax dollars and gave $150+ billion to Ukraine, it's fucked up if you look at it from that perspective. And it's fucked up if you look at it from the perspective of if they just printed the money. No matter which perspective you look at it from, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of wild, right? Because if they printed the money and gave them that amount of money, then that's the reason for inflation being so crazy. Because the more you print money, the value of the money goes down, the value of the currency goes down. And therefore the cost of goods, the cost of everything in our country goes up. That's how it works. So inflation increases. When you print the money, if you printing $150+ billion to get to this country over the span of 2 years, well, that's automatically going to create inflation. That's how it works, because you're printing the money. You're printing the money, so there's more money out there and the value of the dollar goes down. But, you know, look, this is the type of shit I'll be seeing and I'll be like, yo, this is some fucked up shit. This is some fucked up shit when I look at stuff like that. Like, and I go around Manhattan, go through the city and stuff, and I see homeless people everywhere. I see homeless people in all the boroughs of New York, and I sit back and I say, damn, with that money they gave to that other country, they could have literally eliminated poverty. It was enough money to literally eliminate poverty in the entire U.S., not just in New York, in the entire U.S. So I ask you this question again, for real. Like, I'm asking you this question again. Is the Govy really for the people? You know what I'm saying? Do they really, really, really care? Because we getting taxed left, right, and center. Income tax, you getting taxed when you buy stuff. You getting taxed from your home. You getting taxed. You getting taxed when you make money in your business. You getting taxed everywhere you turn, everywhere you look, you getting taxed. And then you start to ask yourself, are we being overtaxed to bail out and assist other countries when we have our own issues in here that we lend a blind eye to and we ignore? And then they run, they do the election, the campaigns, and they try to show that they're for the people, and they do all the political campaigning, right? And people fall for this shit every single time. People fall for these campaigns every single time, and they start bickering. The Democrats start fighting with the Republicans start fighting with the Democrats. It creates a big divide. But at the end of the day, we don't be talking about the fucking elephant in the room. We don't talk about the matters and the situations that's right in front of us that matter most. We don't talk about that stuff. We rather hate the opposite party, the people of the opposite party. We rather hate the people who are going against our views, when really and truly the only motherfuckers being played is us. The only people who's being played, and the only group of people who the joke is on, is the US American people. The joke is not on these rich ass politicians. The joke ain't on these Democrats and Republicans. The joke ain't on them. The joke is on us. Trust me, the joke is on us. The joke is on us. They get us all emotionally involved. They get us all riled up. People fist pumping, for their presidential elected candidate. Getting happy. Oh, they're about to win. Oh, Trump. Oh, Harris. Oh, Biden. People getting happy. But really and truly, the only idiots, when you really break it down and look at it for what it is and stop being blinded and stop falling for the smoke and mirrors, the only idiots at the end of the day is us. 300 to freedom. 300 to freedom. I gotta be honest about stuff like that, because this is just what it is. So, I just asked GPT, how much did the U.S. send to Ukraine? And this is what it says. I don't think this is accurate, because I actually asked the same question another time before this, and they actually said that the U.S. sent $175 billion, but I'm going to read the answer that it just gave me. How much money did the U.S. send to Ukraine? The United States has sent a substantial amount of aid to Ukraine, since the Russian invasion began in February 2022. The total assistance approved by Congress amounts to approximately $113 billion. This aid is broken down into various categories, with a significant portion directed towards military support and the rest towards economic, humanitarian, and other forms of assistance. Well, shit. We need fucking economic, humanitarian, and other forms of assistance right here in fucking the U.S. The fuck y'all doing? Giving up the money like that. Military assistance. About $61.8 billion has been allocated to military aid through the Department of Defense, including weapons, training, and other military supplies. Drop a comment below if you agree with me. If you agree that, shit, we have enough problems here. Why the fuck we sending that much money over there? Economic and humanitarian aid. Around $46 billion has been designated for non-military purposes, such as economic support. Economic support. We need that. Disaster assistance and aid for Ukrainian refugees. Right? And then it says this comprehensive support aims to bolster Ukraine's defense capabilities, provide critical humanitarian relief, and support the country's economic stability during the ongoing conflict. So this is basically about showing Russia that, yo, look, you ain't gonna fuck with our people. You ain't gonna fuck with our allies, and we just watch you do it. We ain't gonna let that happen. And I get that, but fuck, shit. I understand that, but shit, take care of your backyard first. You feel what I'm saying? This is unbelievable. This is that much money is unbelievable. It's sickening. Like I said, they could have paid $4 million to every person in the United States of America, and it still wouldn't have amounted to the amount of money they sent to these people. You gotta think about that. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Love y'all. Peace. See y'all in the next video.